One morning I was just like, I'm going to do this design. And then I was like, I'm going to turn this into a rug. And here we are. Isn't that so cool? Rug. This is the art. You look a little crooked. Let's just... Hello. Okay. A few days ago I had honestly one of the most depressing phone calls I think of my entire life, and it was with my dad, and he called me. And when he calls me, you know it's bad because he never calls me. And he called me, and one of the first things he said was, "How are you?" And you know when you're doing really, really bad, and like if that one specific person asks you how you're doing, you just absolutely crumble into a million pieces. Well, that was that moment. And I walked away from that conversation realizing that I am straight up not having a good time, right? I'm like not having fun. I'm not happy. And that's not good. So I decided to make a silly rug about it. And this is that video of me making a silly little rug about that. As any good, fun design artistic adventure begins, with way too much caffeine in the system, a cute cat, and I treated myself to a nice new typeface and download. I need that. I'm so excited. I just know it's gonna be perfect. It's unzipped, bitch. I've wanted this for over a year and I can't put it on my Christmas wish list. He knows it's time. Oh my god. New? What is it called? New? Milo, it's here! It's here. Okay. Yeah, buddy. I think that just really encapsulates the joy that design and type give me. I used to do a lot of design and it was going really well and I loved it and I enjoyed it and I stepped away from it for a lot of reasons. But coming back and designing for the first time in what felt like forever and actually just making something to make it was like, I could have been doing this the whole time. Like, are you kidding me? I could have been doing this the whole time, having fun. Like, when is the last time you had fun making something? And I don't mean like you've made it and then you step back and you're like, that's good. I like the way it turned out. Therefore, it's good and I had fun making it. No, I mean like while you're making it, you can be like, this is fun. Like, I'm having fun right now. When's the last time that happened to you? Because I can honestly tell you, I cannot remember the last time. And the fact that I cannot remember, it could have been a month ago, it could have been a week ago, but the fact that I can't remember it, not good. I want to remember it. I want to be like, on this day, at this time, I made this and I had fun making it. And I can confidently say that because I made a rug and I had fun the whole time. And I feel like I've given you an introduction, but I also need to give a little disclaimer into what you're about to see. This is me like chaotically 7 a.m., 8 a.m. on a Saturday trying to make something, like 3 cups of coffee in, okay? So we're just all over the place, and so I don't know what the warning needs to be, but consider yourself warned. Also, there is an impromptu quiz apparently throughout this whole entire process. There's no need to have participated in the study guide or have been in class for the previous sessions. You can come to this quiz as you are and participate as you wish. It's participation based only, but points for creative answers. Without further ado, here's me. We're making a rug. Yesterday I made this design. We get it. Comic Sans. Hee hee ho ho. But in rug form? Rug. Never. So that's what we're doing. I feel like the design part is more interesting. I haven't done the voiceover yet, so let me know. Drop it in the comments. I hope my brother can't hear me. I have these 2 things. Now I get to build something, and that's fun. Taking things on the computer, little RGB, little tiny pixels, ones and zeros, and turning it into oxygen? What are the 3 basic? We're turning it into those things. I have these things of wood. I have a drill. Vroom, vroom. It's not plugged in yet. This is where I would insert the sound. Vroom, vroom. And then it'll make the sound. And then I'll put it over at that part. Note to editor. I'm going to make a frame because the frame that I currently have is not big enough because we're going bigger. Bigger is better, but not in all cases. I really hope this works. If not, I got stared at by a bunch of men at Lowe's for no reason, and that always just gives me so much anxiety. So hopefully it works, and we don't have to go back, and everything's going to be great and perfect and fun and sexy. Item 2, is punch needling sexy? Debate amongst yourselves. I'm going to make this frame, and then we're going to make a rug, and it's going to be fun and sexy. That is all for my time, and have a good night. Toodaloo and toodle pip. I would like to confidently say I know what I'm doing. And you know what? I think I do. I do know what I'm doing. But in the moment, this is what happened. Someone on Instagram was like, this is why we have man friends. I don't know if that person lives under a rock, but newsflash, we don't need you anymore, men. You're obsolete. No, nobody in my life would be... we don't have to get into it, but it made me... Anyways, I know what I'm doing, okay? But in this moment, I'm just like, I just got to get what I have in my head, and I just want to start. I want to skip this whole frame making process and get to the fun part. Not that I wasn't having fun making the frame, because I was having fun. But I was just like, I need this idea to be gone out and I can move on with my life because it's going to be perfect. It's going to work so great without even thinking it through. And it's like, I have to go as fast as possible so that I don't get distracted and get discouraged and give up. Because if that happens, my attention span in those situations is so short that I'll just forget about it and never do it again. So I was like, I just got to get it done. I got to figure it out. And you know what? We figured it out. Okay. So this is not a tutorial in any way, shape, or form. I will try to answer frequently asked questions about rug making, but this is not a tutorial. We're having fun, okay? We're making art and we're having fun. Also, I've been doing this a lot and I can't stop, so I'm not gonna try. One thing about me is when I run into problems when I'm doing something creatively, my immediate thing is not to go and like ask for help or seek out answers. I'm like, no, all the answers are inside me. I contain multitudes. I can figure this out. So it's very much a chaotic, like, what can I use? What's in my house? What can I figure out and make right then? Because if anything outside of the little bubble of creativity and making, if I have to step out of that, I'm not coming back. I'm going to go to Panda Express. I'm going to watch a TV show. I'm not coming back. Or I'll start something else. So I just have to stay in that zone. And I say I keep getting distracted, but I spent hours locked in that day. Here's a rundown of what I watched. I have props. My glasses. I can't see. Welcome back to day 2. This is what we have. I get asked a lot how long my rugs take me. This is 1 day's worth of work, and it took me 1 watch of Fantastic Mr. Fox, Sing 2, all of season 1 of The Office, and then up to episode 5 of season 2 of The Office, and 57 minutes of La La Land, totaling 483 minutes or 8 hours and 3 minutes. And that's how much I got done. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I think we're over halfway done, which is sick. I wasn't sure if I had the colors to match it to the design. This is cotton. This is a yarn that I dyed myself. This color is a custom dyed. This one is custom dyed. I already had them pre-dyed and they weren't really being used for anything. So I was like, I got something for you to do today. If you've seen the design, I don't know what I'm going to do for this video. For that area down there, I need some gray. So I was like, should I use blue? Should I use this green? So this morning, perfect gray. So I'm very proud of myself. If you're at this point, drop a I'm proud of you as answer to question number 3 on the pop quiz for this video. Say, I'm proud of you. That is a sick gray. How fun. How fun is that? So I'm having fun, and that's cool. So I'm going to keep doing that. And you can go now. Beep, 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 beep. Houston, we have a problem. Basically, the green color that is the entire background. This is the cone. And it's all gone. Not really. Question number 4. Will this amount of yarn be enough for this here, all the little details there, and then around there? Drop your answers below. Question 4. There's only one answer, and that is yes. Only positive answers only. This is the ultimate game of yarn chicken. There's only one way to find out. Let's see. I feel like this whole process of making art that I've been doing now for the past 3 years, on and off, like there's just something about it. Growing up, I used to do a lot of collage and like playing with stuff and layering it. Like that's always been something that I've done for years now. And so taking it into the digital form and playing around with it adds more layers of things that you can do that you can't always do when you're working with a physical, magazine cutouts or letters or things like that. And then taking those designs and turning them into physical 3D art items, not only does it bring like the ones and zeros into, we've learned our lesson, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus, the 4 elements, into real physical things that you can touch and like interact with, because there's parts, science, it's science with the brain and the hands, but it's also very meditative. Like a lot of the things I do are very detailed and kind of are just like mindless, repetitive things, especially punch needling, like even more so than painting, because I have to like mix colors. Like this bitch took me forever, and I have to do more, which is why this is still back here after over a year, but we're not going to talk about that. I've never been someone who meditates, but I do think that it is very meditative, and I find that when I step away from a project, I feel this sense of like mental clarity for my life. Like I've thought through all these thoughts that have been like marinating in the back of my head, and I can move forward in like my day-to-day life. It's like a fog has been lifted almost. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I come out with ideas, things that I've forgotten, I remember. Like it's just weird. It's crazy. It's kind of magical, kind of crazy. So I think that's a big reason why I love punch needling in general. But the whole process from taking a design that I really genuinely have fun doing and then stepping into this like meditative, repetitive, physical art making process, it's just a match made in heaven for me, and I love it, and I have so much fun doing it. And I don't know why, like I do know why I stopped designing, but I'm not about to stop again. I got started, the wheels are turning, I've been designing things, I've been having fun, and I hope to keep doing it. Art. I've been editing and doing everything on this little 2016 laptop. So if you want to help me not have my computer crash, you can join my Patreon. It's $2 a month, $24 for the full year. I'm not making any promises on what's going to be up there. Just if you like what I do and you want me to keep doing it and have it be a little bit more of a focus to be here and making these videos and not have my computer crash, that's the place to do it. You obviously don't have to. Liking and subscribing is great as well. Go do something you enjoy doing. Don't do it because you feel you have to for any other reason, but just for the joy of doing it. Like, make sure you're having fun doing it. If you're not having fun doing it, you don't have to finish. You don't have to finish. That's fine. It's fine to start stuff and not finish. There's nothing wrong with that. So set aside time for yourself. Set aside time to have fun. And I had fun making this, and I will be doing more things like this in the future, hopefully, because I had so much fun doing it. The lighting isn't good, but I don't care. Look at that. Look at that. No way. No way. That's crazy. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's crazy. I did this. I did this. Oh, hello. And we went. Where did she go? She went places. She went places, she did things. Rug. If you want to learn how to punch needle, I make kits so you can learn too, and then we can make design art pieces together. I'm so sorry. Is it too early to have another cup of coffee? I'm not telling you what time it is. Just answer yes, because I will be having another cup. And I will see you next time for something else fun. Who knows what? And don't you ever dare try to separate the art from this artist, okay? They are peanut butter and jelly. They are like this, like oxygen and hydrogen, water, like water, the bonds. Don't you ever dare. Don't you ever dare. As for other artists, anyways, we're making a rug.